Yes, a very good afternoon to all of you. It's my request to you, turn your videos on, turn your cameras on. I should be able to see you because I feel many a times that when I ask questions from you people, you're not able to answer it, you don't even respond with yes or no. That means you have just logged in into the class and then you go somewhere else. So I should be able to see you. That is the main thing. Started with the revision of our syllabus. Okay, and the very first thing, the very first thing that we are revising today is the first poem, that is My Mother at 66. I have told you my problem today, I won't be able to turn my web camera on. It is showing very blurred images. I've tried so many times but I was not able to correct it. So please, and it's my request to everybody again, turn your videos on. Okay, so and stop chatting, Bhavya, and revise the poem, and then we would discuss the extra questions. We would just revise it, and you have to respond. Majority of you have to respond. I don't want answers from Malvika or Vishwajit or Abhay or Rhythm or just one or two, or Khushbu or just one or two students. I want everybody to respond today in the class because we started with the revision, and there's no point revising things if you people are not replying. Okay, so this poem, My Mother at 66. It was written by Kamala Das, who was born on 31st of March 1932, and she's considered to be one of India's most versatile writers. And she took to writing at a very early age, at quite an early age of her life, and even after her marriage she continued writing because she was encouraged by her husband to do so. Okay, and in her writing she talks about human relationships from the point of view of a woman, whether it's a daughter, it's a wife, a mother, or a feminist. So she's talking about from the perspective of a woman. Okay, and she became famous basically with the publication of her autobiography, and the name of the autobiography is My Story. My Story, that was published in the year 1976, and she has written many more novels also, and among her famous works includes Alphabet of Lust, the collection of short stories called Padmavati, and other stories, and there are various poetry books also that she has written. Okay, she has also written extensively in Malayalam. Okay, now this particular poem, My Mother at 66, it is a beautiful reflection of her sensitivity as a writer. She was a very sensitive writer, and she talks about her deep understanding of complexities of human relationships. Okay, and she explores, she's deeply pained by looking at her mother, and she explores the pain of her mother. She explores the agony of her mother who is aging fast. Okay, so the poet tries to bring to the reader this point that aging is a natural process, it is a normal process, and we have to accept it that ways also, and one day or the other everybody has to grow old, and sometimes in our young days we keep ourselves so busy, or we become so busy in fulfilling our own wishes and in fulfilling our own desires, that we totally forget to look after our aged parents, the elderly who are around us. So here in this poem she is talking about her mother, and she is looking at her mother who is sitting by her side in a car, and the mother just dozes off while they are traveling, and she's very pained to see that her mother looks totally like a corpse. She looks like a dead body. So at that point of time it just strikes her that she has not been able to be with her mother for quite a long time, and she actually wishes to stay with her mother in order to she wants to share the loneliness that her mother is feeling, but she's not able to do so because she has to fulfill, she has other commitments also, she has other responsibilities also, and she has various other, at one point of time you have your priorities change, you have to look after your families also, then you get stuck up between the two families, your parental home and then the home of your in-laws. So that is what she's thinking at that point of time, and this poem is also highlighting the compulsion that life puts onto you when one has to just give up one relationship for another because of your obligations, and those obligations can be a social one, and those obligations can be a personal one also. Okay, yes. So this poem, My Mother in 66, as we have talked about the introduction, we have talked about the theme, we have talked about everything. Now let's discuss this poem and just revise the question answers and all. So it's her visit to her old mother, and now that visit has come to an end, and she is returning. Where is she returning?
Ma'am, to his
Back to his
own
own.
house.
To her own house. Okay, and she is going to Cochin, and and from Cochin she has to take a flight back home, and her mother is accompanying her. She is there to see her off, and she is just sitting beside her in the car while the poet is driving to the airport. And she says, driving from my parents' home to Cochin last Friday, I saw my mother beside me, doors open mouthed, her face ashen like that of a corpse. So while her mother was just sitting beside her while they were traveling, she just dozed off, and when the poet looked at her, she felt very bad and she felt very sad also. So she sorrowfully looked at her because the mother's face had turned totally pale, and her mouth was slightly open, and she was looking like a dead body. She was looking like a corpse. So this was a clear expression on her mother's face, the expression of pain and suffering that old age brings in. Okay, and she realized with pain that she was as old as she looked. So it was at that point of time that poet was not able to see her mother's face like that, and she was very pained, and she just wanted to put that thought away, and therefore she just looked at young trees sprinting, the merry children spilling out of their homes. So she tried to just do away with that thought, and she just looks out of the car window, and what does she find there? What is it that the poet finds outside?
Ma'am,
Ma'am,
Vishwajit, what is it that she finds outside?
ma'am, basically, ma'am, when she saw her mother and her face like that of a ashen corpse. So, ma'am, to divert her mind, she looks outside the car, and she saw that the children are spilling merrily. There are merrily spilling. Children were spilling out of their homes. Means
Rushing out. Yes,
children
they
are
were rushing
very
out of
happy,
their
and
homes. Yes, very good. They were
yes,
rushing
ma'am,
out
and
of
the
their
trees are
homes to play.
sprinting.
Yeah, tree sprinting means the trees were just whizzing past their car. When you move in a car, it appears that
Because of the speed of the car.
yes, because of the speed of the car. So, and she looks, when she looks at them, and she again but after out of their homes, but after the airport security check, standing a few yards away, I looked at her again. So when she again looked at her at the security checkpoint, her face was wan and pale as a late winter's moon, and she felt that old familiar ache, my childhood's fear. But all she could say was, "See you soon, Amma," and all she could do was smile and smile and smile. So when she again looked at her mother, what did she see? What did she find? Yes.
Ma'am, then he compared his mother's face with the
She,
winter's
not he,
moon.
बच्चे. She.
Ma'am, she बोल रहा है.
हाँ, ठीक है. बोलो बोलो दोबारा बोलो.
Ma'am, she said that she compared it with the winter's moon because her mother's face was dull and sad, and she could see the fear of losing her mother due to her old age.
Yes, and what do you mean by familiar ache? My childhood's fear. Somebody else has to respond. Not Malvika. Somebody else. Somebody else
Ma'am,
should
it
respond.
means, ma'am,
Okay, हाँ जी, बोलो.
the old familiar ache that one day she might lose her mother.
Yes, that every child has. Every child has this fear that one day or the other he or she would be separated from her mother. So that familiar ache, it turned back again, and now because the mother is in her old age, so she feels that she would be separated. The mother would die soon, and she would not be able to see her again. But her parting words are "See you soon, Amma." What do the parting words signify?
Ma'am, the optimistic result behavior of the poet.
Yes. What else? Somebody else. Apart from Abhay or
Can
Vishwajit.
you repeat, ma'am?
I said, what do her parting words? She says, "See you soon, Amma." What is the significance of these parting words? But somebody else has to respond, not Vishwajit or Malvika or Abhay. Somebody else has to respond. What do the parting words of the poet signify? What is the significance? What is the importance of these parting words?
The poet, she makes sure that basically she tells her mother and she makes her feel comfortable by saying these words that they'll meet soon again.
Yes. So she wanted to reassure not only herself, but she wanted to reassure her mother also that she's going to meet her mother again soon. Okay. And what is the significance of the last line? All I did was smile and smile and smile. Somebody else has to respond. Somebody who's not answered before.
Ma'am, he hides her sorrow.
Who is he here, bache?
Sorry, ma'am, she.
Yes, she is trying to hide her sorrow, and she's trying to hide the pain that she's feeling when she's parting from her mother. But she puts up an artificial smile, and she just smiled back at her mother, and in order to just kind of give her the reassurance that she would come back and she would meet her mother again soon. Okay, so let's discuss some of the questions. Who is I in the poem? Poet's mother, poet, poet's father, poet's brother.
Poet.
Poet.
Ma'am, poet.
Yes. Whose house was the poet leaving? Whose
Mother's.
house?
Her
Was
parents'
her parents' house.
Her parents' house.
Mother's.
Her parents.
Yes, her parents' house. Just a minute. Her parents' house. What was the poet's childhood fear? Parting from her husband, parting from her friends, parting from her siblings, losing her mother.
Mother.
Losing her
Why
mother.
why has the poet used the image of merry children spilling out of their homes to show? Listen to the options.
Divert her mind.
Bache, listen to these are multiple choice questions. Listen to the options. To show hope, to show happiness, to show youthfulness of her age. Both A and B. Batao.
Both A and B.
Yes. So, and what are A and B, Vishwajit?
मैम वो मैम मतलब वही है कि मैम हैप्पी टू शो हैप्पीनेस
And-
और मैम फर्स्ट वाला मेरे को याद नहीं बट वो है मैम को भी याद है
वो hope है. To show hope and happiness. Yes. Why did the poet look after her mother again? Because she was busy, because she was going away, because of fear and insecurity, because she wanted to stay back.
Because she wanted to
C.
stay back.
No.
See.
Not because she wanted to stay back.
See,
Because of fear.
Fear.
And because of fear. and-
fear and insecurity.
What does the poet notice outside the car? Listen to the options.
Ma'am, trees
listen,
sprinting.
listen to the options. Schools and
Sprinting
roads.
trees.
Schools and roads, other vehicles, sprinting trees and running children, many people on the road.
D.
थर्ड
Sprinting and running children.
C option.
Okay.
C option.
What does this narrative style of the poem signify? Differing thoughts, many thoughts, contrasting thoughts, a single thread of thought mixed with harsh realities.
Fourth, ma'am.
Yes.
And last
Yes,
option.
it is a single
one.
thread of
Last
thought
one.
that is
Last
mixed with harsh realities. Okay. Name the poet you know. Why does the poet smile and smile and smile in the end? We have already discussed. What does the image of the merry children spinning symbolize? What does the image symbolize? Merry children.
Ma'am, her young life. Mother's young life.
Mother's young life. What else? What else? What else is it symbolic
Author's childhood.
basically a contrast between what she was thinking earlier and how she tried to divert her mind by
yes,
seeing that
a total contrast to her old aged mother and who was looking like a corpse to that of the young children who were just playing outside. So she wanted to put that thought away, and that is why she looked outside and she saw the happy children playing. Why does the poet compare her mother to a corpse?
Because of her dull face and pale and dull face,
Pale, dull face, and
because of her age.
because of the old age, her face had turned totally dull, and when she was just dozing off, her mouth was open, and she looked like a corpse only, like a dead body. Okay. Next is name the literary device used in the line "her face ashen like that of a corpse."
Simile.
Yes, it is simile.
Simile.
Yes. Okay. Why has the why has the mother been compared to late winter's moon? Kashish Khanna. Bolo.
Ma'am, because of her dull face and
Yes.
because of the less shine of her mother's face, she compares her face and dead face to late winter's moon.
Yes. See, basically these words pale and wan, what do they reinforce? They reinforce the idea of paleness. They reinforce the idea of lifelessness. And winter as it is symbolic of death. Therefore, the face of the mother, which is pale and which is wan, it is indicative of her health which is declining. It is indicative of her frail health, and also it is also indicative of the fact that her death is approaching fast. Okay. So this, and if it comes like a short answer question wherein you have to write 50 to 60 words, so itna to aapko likhna hi padega. Okay. What were the poet's feelings at the airport?
Ma'am, can you repeat?
What were the poet's feelings at the airport?
Ma'am, may I?
Yes, Interview. Bolo.
Ma'am, Kamala Das was insecure about losing her mother, just as all young children often are.
Yes, she is at that point of time, she is feeling very insecure because every young child has a similar feeling of losing his or her mother. So she's having the same fear in her mind, and the same insecurity is there when she's there at the airport, when she is going to go away from her mother, and therefore she just tries to reassure not only her mother but herself also that she would meet her soon, and that is why she says, "See you soon, Amma." Okay. Then is reference to context. Yes. Why could the poet not express her thoughts to her mother at the airport? Why was she not able to express her thoughts to her mother? Ronit.
No.
Since you have unmuted yourself, you can just reply also. Why could the poet not express her thoughts to her mother at the airport? हाँ बोलो बोलो.
Ma'am, the poet could not express her thoughts at the airport because she was sad and she felt the familiar ache of childhood when she was separated from her mother.
Yes, but why could she not express her?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. But why could she not express it to her mother?
Ma'am, because she didn't wanted her mother to feel stressed and tensed,
Yes,
and she
and
didn't
that
want
could
her
have,
to
you know,
stay.
that could have actually worsened her condition if she could, if had she expressed her feelings of losing her mother, the pain and the worry that was going on in her mind, that could have actually aggravated, that could have worsened the condition of the mother. So that is why she just said, and she wanted to give a cheerful farewell. Yes, Abhay, you're very right. She just wanted to give a cheerful farewell to her mother, and she just said, "See you soon, Amma," and she just kept on repeatedly smiling, and that was the reason. Okay. Next is what is the significance of the title "My Mother at 66"? Bring out the significance of the title My Mother at 66. Somebody else, somebody who's not answered before today should give the answer. Yes? Anybody who has not answered before? The title, you should know how to find out the appropriateness of the title. Yes, Harmanpreet Singh. Harmanpreet.
Yes, ma'am.
Bolo.
Ma'am, the significance of the title is, and the poet said, the rapidly sprinting trees alongside the merrily playing children symbolize life, youth, and vitality. The poet here is reminded of her own childhood when her mother had been young, various. Now she is encircled with the fear of losing her, and that has made her insecure. She is at the airport.
Yes, she is feeling. She's overwhelmed with a lot of pain. She is overwhelmed with a lot of worry because of her mother's declining health, because of her mother's the title is very much appropriate. It is very much justified because the subject of the poem is the declining health of the mother. Okay, the declining health, her old aged mother. So therefore, the context in which the poet is written, the context. What is the context? The pain that the worry which the poet is feeling, but she is not able to express it about her mother's frail health, about her old age, and about her fast approaching death. Hence, the title is justified. Okay, what is the relationship? What sort of a relationship did the mother and the daughter enjoy, as depicted in the poem My Mother at 66? Can you elaborate upon the relationship between the two, the mother and the daughter?
Can I?
Yes, Vishwajit, bolo.
Ma'am, so basically, from the title, we can get to know that the mother and the poetess, Kamala Das, were having a very loving relation, and they were like very close to each other. That is why she was having fear to lose her.
Yes. So they enjoyed a very loving relationship. It was both of them. You can also add to it that both of them knew their commitments. Both of them knew their priorities. Both of them knew their restrictions, the kind of compulsions that were there in each other's life, and there's a sense of helplessness that is there on the poet's part. But still, both of them they kept on a very brave face. Not only the daughter, but also the mother, who had gone to see off her daughter at the airport. And the daughter, as it is, tries at every point of time tries to reassure her mother as well as herself that no doubt her mother's age is, no doubt her health is declining. She is suffering from many problems, but still she would be able to see her again. Okay, what is the symbolic significance of the security checks at the airport? Can you think of this question, the answer to this question? What is the symbolic significance of the security checks at the airport? What do they represent? What do they signify? Symbolically, what do they represent? The security checks.
That it was the last time when they saw each other, and ma'am, it was the last time then when they were physically away from each other, but they were like they were having a lot of feelings in their heart, in their hearts.
Yes, they were having a lot of fears in their heart, but symbolically they could mean the limitations that are put upon the people in a modern day, the people who are burdened by the responsibilities that they are having, the priorities that they are having, their lives, the commitments that all are having in their life. So the checks, the security checks, they can stand for the curbs that one has to accept in everyone's life. Okay. Do you think the poem reflects on the escapist tendency of the poet? Do you think the poem reflects on the escapist tendency of the poet? Does it reflect on the escapist? Anybody else? Vishwajit, let someone else also respond. Yes, Abhay. Do you think it reflects on the escapist tendency?
Yes, ma'am, because ma'am she tries to escape from the realities, ma'am. When she was traveling with her mother in the car, she started looking outside the car
Very good.
to
So the very first time that the instance that shows her escapist tendency is while she tries to escape from the harsh realities of life by looking outside and the contrasting things that she looks outside, and again she tries to hide her feelings.
at the last when
Towards the end, when she looks at her mother again, and she keeps on just smiling continuously. Okay.
Yes.
So this shows her escapist tendency. So this is all about the poem. I'm going to put up some YouTube links that have been shared of interactive sessions that some people have taken, and I would be sharing those YouTube links plus just one or two assignments for the same, for extra questions. Okay, bache, have a
Yes,
good day.
ma'am.
Have a good day.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Thank you.